Alright guys, so today Mohammad Wasim, the chief selector, got asked about why Sohail wasn't picked in the one day squad, because I think a lot of people were asking this question and he didn't really answer it too direct in the press conference. So I wanna read out the quote and then give my thoughts. So the question read, many people feel that Sohail has been treated unfairly by not being picked for the Pakistan one day squad. What are your reasons for not picking him? And this was the quote. My major concern about Haris is his current level of fitness. I've seen him playing some domestic cricket, and at the moment I can't see him standing on the field for 100 overs, or even close to 100 overs. I can't see him batting for 50 overs or thereabouts. There is no doubt that he needs to improve his fitness and his current form. I spoke to him about his batting position, and I told him that there could be a spot in the middle order available to him, maybe 4, 5 or 6. For him to grab one of those spots, he needs to improve his strike rate and show more commitment. He needs to keep up. He needs to keep up with the rest of the world and what the team needs from him. He'll be sent to the NHPC, where he'll work on developing a few more shots to come out of his shell a bit and improve his strike rate. He'll be around, but he needs to work on a few things, show more commitment, and he will be back. We all know he's very talented, but I do think that he has the ability to serve the team better than what he has done so far in his international career. End quote. So one of the things, the main points, which Mohammad Wasim mentioned twice in there, was strike rate. So Sohail's one day strike rate is 85. Now I've picked two batsmen, Ross Taylor and Faf du Plessis, who are both in the top 10 best batsmen in the world ODI in the ICC rankings. They are in the top 10 and bat at a similar position, 4-5 for their countries. Sohail bats for Pakistan, similar positions. Sohail has a strike rate of 85, Ross Taylor 83, Faf du Plessis 88. So strike rate wise, he's in that ballpark where you need to be for that position. So I don't know why, the reason why Mohammad Wasim has said strike rate, it doesn't make any sense. I've just showed you the stats, and I'm going to say a few more things which will you'll understand even more. So for some reason, I don't know why he said that. Now if you want to show a form, in 2020 Haris only played one game, ODI one day game, and he scored 71. Obviously that's only one game, but if you look in 2019, he played 15 games, of average of 50 and a strike rate of 90. So great form. If you saw last time he played international cricket, it was, he played really well. We talk about he mentioned fitness. So really, we can't, like us sitting at home or whatever, we don't really know what his fitness is like because we haven't seen him, we don't know. But one thing I can say, that currently in between January 20th and January 26th, so 6 days, he played 4 one-day games domestically. He played 4 games. And in those 4 games, so 4 games in 6 days he played, he had an average of 41 and a strike rate of 82. So it shows his current form that was only 2 months ago, January, 2 months ago, he was in good form. He was playing well, 41 average, 82 strike rate. His last 4 games, he's done well. So I don't really understand the reason. But I understand one of the reasons, I think, which I'm speculating, but I think a lot of people would agree, he has been in poor form in test matches. We've seen it. He hasn't performed for a while, and he has been dropped from the test team. Now, one of the issues with Pakistan, for some reason, for a while, they drop, for some reason, if a player is in bad form in one format, they'll drop him in all formats for some reason. It happens all the time, and we've seen it here with Sohail again. Okay, that's fine, you drop him in test, but what has that got to do with one day form? As you can see, the 4 list A games he played, 41 average, 82 strike rate. That's, and last time he played for Pakistan, he was playing really well. And I don't understand where Mohammad Wasim said he was unfit. If you guys remember back at the World Cup, before the World Cup, there was a squad photos and some individual photos, and he looked overweight. Like, I'm not saying he wasn't overweight. He looked a little bit overweight. It's a photo, but he did look a little bit overweight. I'm going to agree. But unfit. You know, there's fitness and there's weight. It's different. It doesn't go hand in hand always. It's not the same thing. But if you remember that, people call him unfit. How is he in the team? There's supposed to be all these new, people saying there's all these like fitness standards. Why is he not in that World Cup against South Africa? Big stage World Cup. Tough team. South Africa were probably favourites going into that game. He scored 89 of 59 balls and 150 strike rate, and unfit Haris Sohail. So it shows that he's like, even like there, he says he's unfit. He played a great innings. He batted 60 balls, nearly 10 overs his own. He would have batted for obviously a longer period of time, maybe 20 overs or whatever it was. But it shows that he's in good. He's in good form, and even though he may look unfit, he's all right. Maybe at the moment he might be a bit unfit or not. We don't really know. So the fitness question is a bit of a difficult one. But I doubt in the last 2 months he's somehow gained loads of weight, and he's he's unable to move and he can't play. You know what I mean? And the other thing I probably want to mention why I think he should be in the team. Let's just say, okay, his fitness is at a good level. He would have been a part of the squad. He could have worked a bit, gotten a bit better if maybe he wasn't 100% on it. One of the other things is, if there's another person in the squad that's better, or maybe someone you're looking long term, you'd understand it. If there's another player, let's say Harisol is 32 at the moment. If there's another younger player who's played a bit of international cricket but has got a lot of he's got a lot of one day experience, like domestic experience, and he's been playing well, and you want to promote him and say we want this player in that position, and that's the reason. But they haven't said that about Haris Sohail. Maybe that is a reason, and they don't want to say that, but I don't think so, because in the squad there's a player, Abdullah Shafiq, who he's for some reason, like, list A cricket in domestic cricket, he's played one game. It just doesn't make any sense. So you've got Haris Sohail in there, who's that middle order batsman, who's played well, like list A cricket, like recently 2 months ago, has played well, but he doesn't get picked. So you think, okay, there's going to be a player in the squad has to be better, but you've got Abdullah Shafiq, who's played one game. I think he's played 15 matches altogether, like T20 cricket. I think altogether, he's played like 15 games. He's played one list A game. I think he's played literally one or two first class games. He's got no experience, but for some reason he's in the team. And people might say he's an opener. I don't think Abdullah Shafiq will get in an opening role in the Pakistan team. He's been identified as like a longer format player. So he was in the T20 squad, and he played a few innings and stuff. And I think he did play a little bit slow. And I think they thought, okay, I think with the new chief selector, Mohammad Wasim, he said, okay, we're gonna shift his focus onto one day and test match cricket, because we think he'll be better there. But in the current one day team, if we talk about one day cricket, I don't think he'll be able to play as an opener at the moment anyway, because we need more batsmen in the middle than openers. At the moment, we've got Imam is in the team. He's got a solid place at the moment. He's like in good form. Fakhar Zaman has got an excellent one day record. I've been very critical of him in T20s, but if you look at his one day form, it is good. He's got an average, I think, of 44 overall one day. So you can see he's consistent in one day cricket. He's there. And then 3 is Babar. So you got sort of a top 3 at the moment, which is pretty solid. So you can say that the lowest Abdullah could bat was 4, where Haris could bat. So it doesn't really make any sense. Why would you have Haris Sohail? Sorry, not have Haris Sohail, but have Abdullah Shafiq? It doesn't really make any sense. If there was a player that was ready there, then you would understand. But unfortunately, he wasn't picked, and that's a player, I think a lot of people, I think that the reasons he gave weren't personally satisfactory, but it's what he said, and we'll see. Hopefully, Haris Sohail can play some one day cup. There'll be a one day cup this year. Get some better form, maybe get back in, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel and all that. I will be trying to, I want to upload more consistently. I'll be making more videos. On the 2nd of April is the first ODI. I'll be making a video about the team. I'll be making a video about the team that I would play and a little bit more about the ODI team and stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe again, and see you in the next video.